Alright, welcome. In this video tutorial, would want to show you how to extract reports like trial balance and balance sheet on QuickBooks Premium. So this is after you have processed your business transactions and you just want to see those reports. Probably we'll look at the profit and loss, we'll look at the trial balance, we'll also look at the balance sheet. So we'll start with looking at how to extract your trial balance from the system after processing your business transactions. And for you to do that, you have to come to reports, right? So you click on reports. We're starting with the trial balance. So you click on reports, then you come to accountant and taxes. Then you go down here, you click on trial balance. Of course, there are a number of reports here, but then you click on trial balance. So when you click on trial balance, your trial balance will automatically load up. So basically, this is your trial balance. If you were to print probably a hard copy or a PDF of this trial balance, you could come here, you click on print, right? Then it will bring up this print reports window. Then you have to select your printer here, right? Naturally, it will be your physical printer inputted here, but in my case, I don't have a physical printer attached to my computer, so it's going to print to Microsoft Print to PDF. In other words, it's just going to print a PDF. So for me to print a PDF, I could preview before printing. I could just preview and see how the report is going to come up. So basically, if I were to print a hard copy or if I were to save as a PDF, this is how my report is going to come up or to come as. So it's just one page. I could then click on print, right? So because it's printing as a PDF, it will just prompt me to save, and it's saving to my documents folder. So I could say trial balance AZ. I printed this AZ 31 AZ 31 January. So AZ, you have to put a name to this 31 Jan 2023, right? Then I could just click on save. So by doing so, my trial balance is saved. That is, if I want to print to either to a physical printer or to PDF. Up here, you should have selected the period that you want to cover. Like in my case, I just selected 1 January 2023 to 31 January 2023. So basically, that's where you select the period. If you want to print from another period, you just have to navigate using these buttons and select your start date and your end date. Then after doing that, you just click on refresh. So basically, that's how you do it. Now, if you were to export it to Excel, you just have to come here and click on Excel. Then you click on create new workbook, right? When you click on create new workbook, you just have to wait a few seconds so that it loads up a window which allows you to export to Excel. So this is the window, send report to Excel. So down here, there are a number of options, but by default, it ticks on create new workbook in new workbook. This is the default selection, and this is what we want to do. So basically, we just have to come down here and click on export. Right. When we do that, we just have again to wait a few seconds so that it exports our report to Excel. Right. So let's just give it time to do that. Okay. Now our report has been exported to Excel. So we just bring up our Excel, enlarge it. After that, we are now able to save this to our computer. So we click on file, then we can click on save as. Then we have to select where we want to save the Excel trial balance or the Excel document. So we click on this computer. It will give us an option to select where we want to save this trial balance. So in this instance, we are saving to the documents folder. So we give it a name again, trial. Of course, you have to type it professionally. So we're giving it a name, trial balance is at 31 December. This one is in Excel 2023. So after doing that, we click on save. It will bring up this message: the following features cannot be saved in a macro free workbooks. Excel 4.0 function stored in defined names. Now you see it brings up this message. Basically what you have to do is just to continue saving as macro free workbook. Click yes. This is what we want, so just click on yes. Then your trial balance is saved in the documents folder. Basically this is how you do it in terms of extracting the trial balance from your QuickBooks Premium. Now we are done with the trial balance. Let's say now you want to extract your income statement and save it. You come again, reports, then the company and financials, that's where you go. Then you click on profit and loss standard. Right, when you do that, it will load up your profit and loss report. Again, the process of printing it is the same, just as we saw when we were printing the trial balance. So you come down here. Of course, you should have selected the period that you want to cover. Like in this case, I'm covering from 1 February 2023 to 17 February 2023. So to print a hard copy or a PDF, you just come here, you click on print. As I said, my printer which I'm using is PDF because I don't have a physical printer attached to my computer. So it just prints to this PDF printer. So if I wanted to preview first, I would just click on preview. Then it would actually take me to this. Then if I wanted to print, I could just then click on print. Right. After doing that, it will bring up this window where I can now save this report by giving it a name, profit and loss. So I'm just typing in the name down here, profit and loss report, depending on the title that you want to give the report. As at 17 February 2023. So this is how I want it saved. So I could then click on save. So basically that's how I could print my profit and loss to PDF or to a physical printer. If I wanted to export it to Excel, I will just come here, click on Excel, create a new workbook. Then when I do that, I will just have to wait a few seconds as it processes the export. Now after clicking that, it will bring up send report to Excel. And as I said, by default, it selects, of course, there are a number of options, but by default, it selects create a new workbook in new workbook. Then I could just come here and click on export. Right. When I click on export, again, I just have to wait a bit while this is exporting to Excel. Then, right, my report will be exported just now. Right. Then that's my report exported to Excel. I could just enlarge that. So if I wanted, I could then save this to my computer by clicking on file, save as. Then I select the folder. If the folder is just here, I could just select, like I want to save it to my documents folder. So I could just select that. Then I would just type profit and loss to as at 17 December. But this one now I'm saving it as an Excel, so I'm just removing that extension. Right. Then I click on save. Of course, it will bring up this again, this macro free message, and we want to continue. We then click on yes. So basically, that's how we do it. Okay, now we want to look at how to extract the balance sheet. Again, can just minimize this. We come to reports, then the company and financials. Then this time around, we're going to come down here and click on UK standard balance sheet. Then we click on the balance sheet. Then it will load up. If we want it to remove this UK first and just show balance sheet dash standard, we have to come on customize report. Then we have to come on header and footer. Then here on report title, we just have to click there and delete, like I've just pressed backspace on my keyboard, delete the UK and then click on Okay, right. This will now show our balance sheet without the UK first. Then if you wanted to print it to a physical printer or to PDF, we click on print. Then, as I said, we could preview or we could just print without previewing. Then it will just print direct. Then we have to type in the title of the report, balance sheet as at 17 February 2023. So there, my balance sheet. Click on save. Right, 17 as of, I'm getting it here. You see this date, so you could actually select any date that you want. If you wanted this to be as of or as at 31 December 2022, you just select that, then you click on refresh. So basically you select the date you want the report to come up as of or as it, right? So right, mine, I'm just okay, mine, I'm doing it as a or as of 17 February 2023. So basically that's how you actually do it, print to a physical print or print to PDF. But if I wanted now to print to Excel, I could just click on Excel, create new workbook. Then of course I have to wait a few seconds for it to load up. Just a few seconds while it's exporting to Excel, giving me the option to export Excel, right? And as I said previously, it by default it puts ticks selections in this, create a new workbook in new workbook. This is what we want. We then proceed by clicking on export. Right, when we click on export, again you just have to wait a few seconds while it's exporting, working. Right, right, so we just have to give it a few seconds while the system exports our balance sheet to Excel. Right, now our balance sheet is exported to Excel. We then have to save it. If you want to save it, then for us to do that, we are just clicking on okay, let's just cancel that. We just click on file, then save as. Then again, if you want to save to any of these folders, we just select that folder. Like in this case, we want to save to the documents folder, so we're selecting that. Then we type in the title that we want to save the report with. We want to use this balance sheet as at 17 February. As you remember, we saved the PDF, so this title is already there, but what we have to do is to remove the PDF extension there, then the file extension. Then we are done. We then click on save. It will bring up this micro free message. To continue saving a micro free workbook, click yes. This is what you want, of course. Then you click on yes. So after doing that, this is how we do these 3 reports on QuickBooks Premier. You could now go and open your your documents folder. Like in this case, I'm just going to use this File Explorer, double click it, so that I just see and view if my reports are in there. Right, so I could just come to documents, right? Then I could just click on date modified, so that I see the reports by date. So you could see these are my reports which I did: the Excel, the PDF, the Excel, the PDF, the Excel, the PDF. I could now play around with it. If I want to edit or to do anything with the Excel, I could just double click to open it. Then I do what I do. If I want to print to a physical printer, I could do that. So basically, this is how you do your reports. Thank you.